Hey guys, today we are out with the animals and I'm going to show you what milk stand training looks like for us. For everybody, it's going to be a little bit different based on how you milk. I like to start about 2 to 3 weeks before they give birth, and basically what I do is I just simulate the exact scenario of what it's going to look like when they do give birth and we will be milking. So I've got some grain, and I'm going to get them up on the milk stand one at a time. Come on, Mama. No, one mama at a time. Come on. All right, Mary Jane is a pro. She knows exactly what to do. This is going to be her third or fourth kidding. Last year we did not do it. The thing about Mary Jane is right now I'm just checking her ligaments. She is chunky. I will admit it. I try not to give her too much food because she's just naturally chunky. And unfortunately, that means it is hard to feel for her ligaments. I know I said in a previous video that I suspect the second week in February is when they're due. I just like to feel for babies, feel them kicking. I do still milk stand train with the girls that have already kidded. I'm basically just touching her udder. I'm just taking the teat between my thumb and my two fingers the way I would when I milk, and just gently moving my hand over them. That way they get the sensation of when we do milk. When I show you guys on Valentine, because it is her first kidding, she is going to act significantly different than Mary Jane. I'm also going to rub her udder the same way I do when I wash her. Again, she's not going to move. She knows the drill. She is a professional. She's ready. We usually get about a gallon from Mary Jane from one milking a day. I'm hoping this year I can do 3/4 of a gallon for 2 milkings. So we're going to see how that goes. I try to do 1 a day, but usually by, I want to say August, their production starts to wean out. And I'm hoping if I do 2 milkings a day that will solve that problem and we'll be able to get milk closer into November. I'm just going to let her finish her grain. All right, Mama, are you all done? Come on. Come on. I know. No, your turn's over. Come on. And like I said, I like to do it about 2 or 3 weeks before they kid. So at this point, I've already been doing it for 4 days. Okay, so I'm just going to sit down. And like I said, I'm going to touch the udder the same way I would when I go to wash her and clean her before milking. And then I'm just going to, again, my 2 fingers and my thumb, and slide my fingers down each teat. See how she is moving and kicking? I am not going to change. Mary Jane, she knew not to come in, but she's testing it. We are getting a lock. We did have a lock on there previously, and they figured out how to get it open. So we got to change the method. But she's not kicking anymore. Again, this is day 4 already. She's getting used to it. But if they do kick and move, you do not move or stop what you are doing. If you do, they learn that kicking and moving stops the uncomfortable feeling that they're feeling. And it's not that it hurts them or anything like that. It's just unnatural. They're not used to that feeling, especially first fresheners. So like I said, we're on day 4. She kicked a little bit to start, but she is doing great right now. Hey, buddy. Mary Jane, don't eat her food. Come on, geese. Okay, go, go, go. You too. Go, go, go. Again, it's just an unnatural sensation for them. So their first instinct is to kick and pull away. When she starts doing that, I just kind of keep my hand right where it is. I don't continue any movement. I just leave it there until she gets a place that's comfortable for her. And it's really as simple as that. With a first freshener, I like to wait until they are done their grain and continue. Usually the grain keeps them distracted, so they don't really think very much about kicking or moving or anything like that. But as soon as they finish their grain, you'll notice she was just moving quite a bit. Again, she's calmed right down. She's a lot more comfortable. I'm going to wait until she is comfortable before I just stop. She's going to reposition herself, and then I'm going to let her get out. That way she knows that having an attitude, moving around, kicking, things like that, that's not going to result in the outcome she wants. Come on, baby. It's really that simple. I try not to overcomplicate it. I try to spend some time with them, get them comfortable with me being there right next to them. I'm going to go refill their hay feeder and put their feed bucket away, hang out with the boys for a minute, because unfortunately, I think this is going to be Birthday's last weekend here. So Birthday is the buck that the girls are bred back with. We could keep him, however, that would mean having to only breed him to those two girls again. However, my girls have great milking genetics, so if they do give birth to girls, the plan is to keep them until they're a little bit older, so we can check their udder attachment, teat size, things like that. We do hand milk, so those qualities are something we really look for. And if we kept him, we would have to keep him apart from his babies. Because we do have another buck on standby, we are going to keep him and hopefully breed him with all of the girls next year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next video. Hey, bud.